A game doesn't need to be long to be worth playing. True. From the game time, though, that people have been showing, like, oh, the game's only this long. And I go like, okay, all right. Is it worth a $70 price point for being that long? I don't know if it's worth $70 for how long the game time is, but I am taking it slow. I'm taking it very slow, and I'm just reading all the content that I can for scans. This isn't like 100% scans run, but I'm trying to just be immersed into the world. I'm noticing you have to scan as many things as you can. The game doesn't, you'd miss so much if you didn't actually scan. I think that's the point, just like in the other Prime games, but a lot of it is puzzle-based too. Like you have to, I just did a puzzle where there were objects in the room I had to scan. Now, your controller does rumble and it tells you when you need to scan the objects. So if I just skipped everything else leading up to this boss, I probably could have taken an hour less to get here, okay? So scanning and reading everything was about like an hour, hour and a half at most. And that was me also talking about the content as well. Like, here's what the aliens are doing, here's what the Lemorn are doing, here's what I think is happening, you know? Which is what I kind of did with Metroid Prime 1, too. I don't know if the game is worth $70. It's beautiful looking. Like I said, the bosses and the music is great. The combat is fantastic. It's probably the best combat in the Metroid Prime games so far that I've seen, at least in my opinion. There's a dodge move that it was sorely needed for Samus, and but she needs a melee strike. She doesn't have a melee strike like she had in Dread, which is like the counter move. She's missing that. So far, the upgrades are par for the course. It's just Metroid Prime again, which is fine. The psychic abilities are good. Kind of want more, but we'll have to see. I will give my full assessment on how much I think this game should be worth towards the end. But yeah, that's pretty much it from me. Listen, this game doesn't need to be 40 hours long. I'm just saying, I'm taking it at my own pace and going at my own thing. I like it so far. I like its pace, kinda. I actually, wait. Yeah, I like the pace, but the first two areas, they were a little bit too quick. Honestly, they were too quick. I think they were rushing through the first two areas to like tutorial dungeon and then make your motorcycle dungeon. So they like lost out on 2 dungeons. Unless they're gonna send me back to them. I don't know, we'll have to see. Anyways, despite what the naysayers say, I'll play. Nintendo's been a grimy company, but yeah, Metroid is too much of my respect. That's kind of where I'm taking its stick. Yeah, despite what people were saying, like, oh, Myles ruined the experience with the millennial Reddit slop tier dialogue. I'm looking at that and I'm like, no, I mean, yes, I see it. Okay, listen, I see it. He's cringe, but the dialogue or like the scan of him literally says this character is annoying. He's annoying. He's supposed to be annoying. He's annoying. He's an engineer who's annoying. So it's like, okay, he's meant to be annoying. I think people are just sick of annoying characters in games, though, because there's been too many, and there's not enough earnest characters in games. There's not enough heartfelt characters in games lately, because everything has just been cynicism, Joss Whedon dialogue, Marvel dialogue, and that's what people are upset about. So they see this guy who's meant to be annoying, and they immediately go alarm bells. I don't blame them. Chat, I don't blame them. Okay, but I like the characters so far. They don't really detract from it. They're good. They're fine. So, anyways, there's my rant of like, here's where I'm at. 3 out of 5 MacGuffin keys that I need. I'm gonna be pissed off when I have to farm the green crystals in the desert, though. I'm not gonna be happy when I have to do that. Anyways, okay. Hi, chat.